been a year or so. I think the last thing happened in our life is we got a Bulbadoo, didn't we? Yeah. She is hanging out in the bed over here. I will put a life update at the end so I can get through this decently. I can't with the glare, that's ridiculous, but we'll live. So we're gonna start by going through figuring out where we are with everything. I've recently gotten back into stitching. I have not really stitched since last July. Life update will take care of that. Good girl. Like literally I have a mound over here and the dog is next to it. So I'm gonna pull up my cross stitch planner and we're gonna try to go through this. Hopefully it's mostly like in order. I think one already fell on the floor. I gotta get later. But here we go. March. I mean, today is the 5th of March as I'm filming, and I've stitched 5 days with like 1,000 stitches, which is like huge for me, so I'm happy. So first we're going to start with my crossed flowers. Don't mind me and hubby like staring you down. It's fine. Welcome. Oh, I have a new craft room. I'll do part of the update. I'll show that after. All right, I'll show the craft room before the update. Life update stuff, because I know not everyone is into that. And this is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't even think you can see that. It's just like 2 rows of the cross. That is, it started out as a work project, and I think that's going to go back to work. Hi. I know. Someone got a new toy today, and they're very happy. Are you happy, Bobby? I know. Okay. Then we have Cryptid by the Witchy Stitcher. And that is this one. Hi. And we'll show you pictures of the puppy. This one is not far along at all. And I know this fabric is Monster Mash because I did my Monster March on it and I loved it so much I had to order it for other things. Yes. If I can read that tag. Dear Lord, it's faded. It's not a great sign when you have to take your glasses off to see, guys. Oh yeah, color and cottons. And I'm sure this is a 16. No, I think, no, it might be 18. I don't know, whatever. But here we go. Cryptid. I only have one done so far. I slightly altered it to, they filled in some of the lace with a few other things, and I liked the lace so much I left it. So that is a Nightcrawler. Super excited. Then, and I think all but 2 of the bags are made from Small Town Stitches. Like the vinyl, the blue vinyl, that's just Amazon, whatever. But like actual bags. Those are all from Small Town Stitches. Halloween Rules by Lizzie Kate is in my Disney stained glass. Hi, well, you're so happy. Someone got some clearance toys from Target today, and they are very happy. Another green, who would have ever guessed? Apparently, I like my Halloween colors. This one, I've actually done a bit of stitching on in the last couple weeks here. And so, I've actually completed 7 of the 12. I have no idea if you can see anything. I'm really hopeful. Yeah, there you go. Actually, the top 2 I've done, which is Wear a Costume and Be Spooktacular. Bee Spooktacular was originally going to be my last one, but then I realized I was off and it wasn't all going to fit, so I had to shove one up top so that way it would all fit on my fabric. And so we only got 5 more to go, which it does not take me a long time to stitch them up. I've noticing as I'm going through these, I have a lot that will not take a lot of effort to actually be done if I actually just put some time and effort in. Then this is one that I think is going to go away for a while. Reasons are in life update. I'm just gonna go with that. Because I want to get through this and not dwell on things. And so, Kneeling Santa by Jan Lynn. Not much there. I love the fabric. It's this big sparkle. And we'll talk more about this one later. I'm actually gonna put this in a different pile so that way it goes in my to be determined. Then I have Little Nightmare Before Christmas by Tilton Crafts. What are you thinking? And this grand total of like 20 stitches, whatever. So yeah, that one definitely needs some work. Love it. I even did a silhouette. I used to have a silhouette cutter. I now have a Cricut. And so that one, actually, my big ones I decorate so they match the project I'm working on because it makes me happy. Then we have tie-dye Dove Star. They're slightly out of order. They go back in order when they go on the shelf, but when they came off the shelf, they kind of jumbled. And so I have Loads of Fun by Hands On Design. This is the laundry series. And this is the second of 3. I've already done the first. And here's the second. So not much, a little bit of the border and starting some of the lettering. So not much. That'll be cute in our laundry room. This one is one of the ones not made by Small Town Stitches, but I got it because of them, so I'm not sure that counts. Then I have Merry Noel by Sue Hillis. Give me a second here. Lovely. I literally have a nail sticking up. Super great. Rose, leave it. So super great. Let me put the needle in so that way it's safer. Safer being a very loose term. And ridiculous. So let's finish up 2 stitches to finish this row. I must have gotten a call at some point and put it down and never went back to it this morning when I was cleaning. So let me do that. There we go. Okay. So this one, honestly, I think it's gonna be done this week. Merry Noel. Sue Hillis. I have I've cut it down slightly. I took out the Noel part of Merry Noel. No, they're not for you. They're not. Someone is a very anxious puppy and she doesn't like it. My mom is not paying attention to her. And so here we are. I have just probably like a quarter of the project to go. It's not bad. I should have this band done tonight as long as I get home from church at a decent hour, which I should. Today's Ash Wednesday, so it shouldn't be like the service should be kind of standard length and not like super long or anything. So as long as I get out of there fairly quickly. You should be good. I'm super excited for this. Because I love these purples and blues and all of that kind of stuff. Let me just throw all of this in the project bag so I don't lose it in the piles. Hi. I know. Put this in there. Sure, got my needle. Oh really? That's a big yarn. Then here's one that's on the brink, and this is not one made by Small Town, but she gave it to me, so yet again. And this is Mugshot Villains by Abby Sue. I'm not sure I'm gonna do this one, to be fair. I have the first 5 done, and I bought the expansion pack. Monster Gamer, can we tell? And so I love these. I loved how they turned out. Quarter stitches and back stitching is a bane of my existence. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet about this. We're still figuring that out. I love this fabric, and this is Dying for Cross Stitch Up in Smoke. I love this so much. And it's one of the fun ones that have the pouch in the back that holds all of your floss. And this one exactly, at least the original one, they all fit perfectly in there. Then moving on to Pinewood Farm, Little House Needleworks, and this is the Farmhouse series. This is gonna be super great to show you guys. Oh Lord. Oh wow. A lot of these oh wow, there's a needle. Awesome sauce. But I started white. Yeah, you can see it. So yeah, I started the white border on this one. I think I'm down to like 3 or 4 of those to go. Then, where is it? Here it is. Then, I think Small Town made this one too. This is actually a gift from Small Town too. Practically Perfect by a French designer. We're not going to try. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I love the strip too. So I got a ways to go for sure. But a lot of these are further along than I anticipated. And we have my monster. Realms of Middle Earth by Tilting Crafts. Hi, baby. She's aggressive over here, guys. I think, more than I thought done. Okay. Still not a lot. Comparatively. When I stitch out the fabric, it fits this queen side bed next to me. Yeah. I have a few other Lord of the Rings pieces too. This is like goal for like deathbed type of situation. So this is a lot. I think it ends up being like 1,000,000 stitches, and that's a lot for me. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. But both my husband and I are huge Lord of the Ringers. And so it's a big deal for us, but yeah, not quite sure what we're gonna do there. All right, then I have my Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs by Donut Stitch, and Hi, beautiful. I know. And I'm like a page and a half done. Almost 2 pages. We're getting there. But, here it is. Show it the right way. I love the color. I'm starting to grow with full coverage. Thank you, Leanne. Your fault completely. And so I'm excited that I know I'm off a stitch, and so I'm trying to fix that. So we'll see. Then I have Spirited Mandala by Ink Circles. I have already done 2. Yes, 2. I'm on my 3rd. So we're getting really close with those 2. Barely on my 3rd. Barely. Okay, how did I want this? How is this? So like this? I think it's like this. So first one, second one, and then a little bit of the 3rd one. So, we're working on that. And I wanted all of these together so I can frame them together in one big frame. So that's exciting. Next I have, Star Wars Past and Present by Tolkien Crafts. There you go. I have a decent bit done. I love this one so much. That's literally where it cuts off, but it looks like I'm cutting it off. Hi. Yeah. So there we go. Love this so much. This makes me so happy. I love it. I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. My children's original names were actually based on Star Wars characters, as well as family names. I'm not that weird. And it's not like obvious, and their names have been changed since adoption, so. Hi. Hi. Then I have, the one that's on the floor, which I think is like 20 stitches, which is Visit Bespin by Country Magic Stitch. I'll insert a picture here because I'm not going to interrupt to get that. Then I have Visit the Shire. Yet again, not much. But those were starts for my birthday month last year. And so those didn't get a lot of attention once life changed. Then I have Whimsical Advent Calendar, which I've done a bit on this one so far. And, she's still on a frame. Wow, I am a mess. Pure and utter mess. Do you want to know how much of a mess I am? Hey, Leanne, do you want your needle minder back? Because it's right here. Hey, let me know. I'll drop it off one of these days. Hi. Someone's slowly crawling in the frame over here. Is that what you're doing? And so I am a little over a third of the way through with this. So that's exciting. But, so I have my first 6 all done. And then I started the next set. The numbers will go on the back and the images on the front, and then you switch them around. You're gonna make them into tiny pillows, and so we're excited for that one. Sorry, I know I'm barreling through all of this. It's been a while since I filmed, and getting back in the flow is weird. So we're working on it. And then my last actual whip is Wicked Witchcraft by Autumn Lane Stitchery. And honestly, I'm really far on this one. About halfway on this one. So I'm super excited. I love it. I love the fabric. There's some green, but majority of it is this charcoal to go. And I just love that on this fabric too, that it can withstand all of that. Life update. Why not? Okay. Last June, I was coming out of Kroger, and like 2 blocks from our house. It was a good day. I was happy. I was feeling great. And the cart in front of me rolled up the carpet by the exit. And it was too quick. I didn't have time to adjust, and I tripped. I was running, tripping, trying to stay up for a couple, 10 seconds or so, and then I lost it. And I skid about 5 feet on my knees and destroyed my knees. For those who don't remember, I am disabled. I have to use braces to walk and stand up and be safe and all that. And I needed my husband to get me sitting up for 2 weeks. I couldn't move at all. Then my mom started staying with us for a few weeks to take care of me so my husband could work. Then the first day I left the house alone, my oldest sister's 3 kids came to stay with us for 3 weeks. Had a great time. During that time, Mom got sick, and we took her to the hospital with some delusions. Thought she had stroke, was not stroke. She came back to our house, and she was only supposed to be here a couple weeks, but after a week or so, Mom, Mac, and I all talked and thought it was best if Mom moved in with us, which was great. I was running back and forth between 2 houses, taking care of everything. My mom had had cancer for the last 11 years, mostly inactive, but things had started acting up again the last few years, and my mom was in her 70s, and we lost my dad to kidney failure and dementia, and he was on hospice in our home for 18 months. And so Mom and I were really close, and she and I shared a bedroom for 4 years in my late 20s and early 30s. So truly best friend, and my husband even told me on our wedding day, I'm not just marrying you today, I'm marrying Mom too, because till death do us part. Long story short, we parted January 9th. Complications from cancer treatment ended up being the demise. Day before Thanksgiving, my sisters and I all talked, and with the issues Mom was having, she couldn't have control of her faculties anymore. And we talked with all the doctors and the specialists, and she came to my house on hospice and was here 6 weeks. So a lot of life has changed. I'm very grateful for every moment. But between taking care of Mom and all of those aspects, I was just so overwhelmed that stitching wasn't a thing, and I'm finally now starting to come back to myself and have time for myself and time for stitching, and I'm finishing up this week changing When she moved in, we ended up moving to the second living room in the back. And it works out well with Rogadogs. Come here, Rogadog. Hi, baby. Hi. I love you. Go get it. Go get it. Go get your octopus. I know. There you go. I'm so thankful that we have our dog. She's been such an emotional help. We got her in April by a fluke of events, but ours forever. So grateful for that. We are currently converting, So when Mom moved in, we moved to the back bedroom, which is only 2 steps up, but then Mom was next to the bathroom and all of that. And we're staying in the back living room as our bedroom now, permanently, because it's also the back door where we let her in and out to run around in the yard. And so especially in the middle of the night, it's a lot easier to do that instead of having to walk across the house. So we've converted this into a craft room and guest room. I'll insert a video here. In the next week or so, I'm finishing up my organization in this room. Then I'll show off my crafty part of the room. Yeah, life has been difficult. I miss Mom. I miss Dad. My mom died 23 months after my dad. Their funerals were actually 23 months to the day apart. So I'm grateful that she's good and not in any pain anymore. Just a lot of adjustment for sure. I know, Mama's driving. It's just to be close to Mom Chris. Just a lot. So, highs. And so, my wedding rings actually sit on my right hand. Because hers sit on my left. It's very, it was one of her last wishes was that I would get her rings. And I'm so grateful for it. It's so unique, especially for the 70s. And my rings in general are unique. And so I think it's just really fitting. And actually, so my mom's engagement ring is hers, but the wedding band is actually my dad's. My mom was pregnant with my youngest sister. She put her rings, because her fingers were swelling, she put them in the jewelry box. And when she went back to put on her rings, only the engagement ring was there. And they tore it apart, everything. They never found her wedding band. And so my dad worked in a factory, and so he couldn't wear his ring anyways. Hi. I know, Grandma and Grandpa. She is our baby. It's fine. Good baby. She misses Mom terribly too. And so it's actually my dad's that they soldered together, and so it's still a ring from their wedding too. So I think that's really special. Yeah. I'm sure that, I have lost 26 pounds since January. You just dropped it, didn't you? And, so I'm down 2 pant sizes, 2.5 shirt sizes. And so we're just trying to figure out life right now. Also, I haven't really been trying to lose weight. So gotta figure out what's going on there. So after I finished recording, I noticed 2 things. One, glasses were horrific with the glare, and I apologize now. But I was straightening up my bin that has all my kitted up projects, and I now have 6 ready to go. I found something that's like 25% done. So I have Midnight Way by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. And look at that. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I started this one at some point, I don't remember when. We weren't married yet because it was in my mom's living room. We weren't living here yet. Yeah. So at least 2023. So super excited. This one, like, it's 3 buildings, and we just gotta finish filling out that one. 2 other things. One, I have one project completely missing. It is my Lady Justice. I don't know where it is. I'm like 7 to 10% done with it. I don't know where it is. Right now we are employing a house cleaner to help us deep dive through everything in the house and get things where we want it to be. Husband's been working a ton, and so when he is home, we'd rather have time with him and not be focusing on projects. That, and she is meticulous, super great, and very inexpensive. So that's been helpful. So I'm hoping that Lady Justice is in one of my bins for monthly decorations of the house. Maybe it got put in there by accident. I'm hopeful. If not, we're restarting it because I love it too much. I'm doing the Gary from Garland Stitchery's conversion. Love it. The last one, big news update, is my kneeling Santa. I started it for my mom. Story is, okay, let's get through this. Okay, story. My dad did, and when you think of like Christmas Midwest yard decorations with, you know, like the wood cut out and painted and all that, that was my dad, 100%. And he literally did the kneeling Santa one. And it was my mom's favorite that he ever did. And when my dad was sick, friends and family of ours pitched together to build and buy us a carport situation out the back door so my dad could safely get in and out of the car in the winter. And each of the men who worked on it, they got that ornament. Sorry, just remembering things I need to get out of storage. When we sold my mom's house, kind of threw everything in our church's pole barn, and I gotta deal with that yet. And so now that mom has passed, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stitch it. It's a paper copy, which is already a struggle for me. But I don't know if it's just too emotional for me, and I don't want it to get an emotional block. So it's in my start bin for now. So that one's sitting there. But right now I have in my starts ready to go Bitter Brew. Oh, my mother-in-law just texted. I Love Lucy by Country Magic Stitch. Kneeling Santa. Lady Justice is on that list right now because she's not an active whip. I don't know where she is. Then I have Metamorphosis by Ink Circles. And One Ring by Tilton Crafts. I'm thinking I am going to start One Ring. Not a part of a style or anything, but for Small Town Stitch's birthday next month, or this month. Week, I think. And then for my birthday, I think I'm going to start the I Love Lucy. Yeah, definitely my aesthetic, my style, all of that. So I think that's all the info I needed to update you on before we finish the video. I'm getting back in order here, and I've already done like 250 stitches today, and I'll stitch some more when I get out of work. So yes, thank you for those who stuck around. Thank you for the few who joined me when I was been gone for the last year. Yeah, life is different. Life is definitely different. But excited and happy where we're heading. So with that, Hope you're having a wonderful and colorful day.